Today I'm going to make mashed potato, and they're going to be really smooth because I'm going to steam them and then put them in butter and milk and put them through my potato ricer to make perfect mashed potato. So first of all, just start peeling lots of potatoes. Now, once the potatoes are peeled, I would cut them into fairly small pieces because I'm going to put them in my steamer, which is there. Normally, when I'm doing this, I'll have other vegetables in the other basket. But because I'm going to need a lot of potatoes today because the family is coming for tea, I'll probably need both baskets for all the different potatoes. So just carry on peeling all your potatoes and cutting them into small pieces. As you can see, I've kind of quartered them. I've made them into manageable size pieces to go into my steamer. And I like the steamer because it doesn't waterlog them, but you can easily boil them in a pan. There's not a problem. So there's no seasoning or anything goes in, just 2 layers of potatoes. As I say, normally when it's just 2 of us, I use 1 layer for potatoes, 1 layer for cabbage and other veg. So I've filled water into my steamer. That's the first layer going in the second layer of potatoes, because I'll be making 2 batches, one with plant-based butter and oat milk and the other with dairy milk and butter. So these will take about half an hour to steam, and I do love the steamer because nothing boils over, it cooks automatically, it switches off if I've forgotten about it, so it is a handy gadget. I do have quite a lot of gadgets. Okay, so this is the top one going in, and I'll put the lid on, switch on, and I'll turn that to 30 minutes and just leave that to cook away. Okay, from the steamer, I've taken roughly a portion of potatoes and I'm going to rice these into the pot. But before I do that, I'm going to put in a little oat milk because this is my non-dairy version. And we also need a little non-dairy butter, just a knob of butter for that number of potatoes. And then we're going to add in some white pepper and some salt, because obviously in the potatoes in the steamer haven't been salted. So I'm going to heat this milk, butter and seasoning on the hob just until that gets hot and the butter melts. Before, I've always had some difficulty trying to rice straight into the cooker, so what I'm going to do is just rice this into another dish first of all. With the potato ricer, just gradually add your potatoes. You get a good few in at a time, as you can see. This is a big industrial one, and it really is strong. And I'm just going to do that. And you can see it's beautifully riced, those potatoes. And it makes lovely, smooth, perfect mash. I'll never go back to a potato masher now, although I will be using that for the carrots and turnip. Okay, so this is roughly a portion of the potatoes. And the beauty of this as well, if I've got people coming for a meal, I can have all these riced ready to go, just ready to add to the milk mixture later on. So I'm now going to add a little at a time and keep stirring it to get that perfect smooth mash. So just gradually add the potato. And again, if it's a little bit dry, I can always add a little bit more milk. Just keep adding the riced potatoes to the mash. So you can see it's easier if you have a separate container for the riced potatoes rather than trying to do it straight into the pot. It's really quite difficult doing it that way. And again, the seasoning and the amount of butter and milk is really entirely up to you. But you can afford to put in quite a good bit to make it nice and smooth. And as you can see, that's very, very smooth now. If you're doing it for a burnt supper, you probably just use a potato scoop and put a couple on your plate. I do actually have a potato scoop, and that's how I'll be serving this up later.